May I remind you that trading is risky and not suitable for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Welcome to QuantBox Daily. Today is Tuesday, March 14th. Welcome, friends. What is QuantBox? Well, what is your global macroeconomic Quant-in-a-Box? It is QuantBox. All right, so a fundamental tool that gives you a whole bunch of different tools in one tool that gives you a fundamental bias. Very, very powerful. Very, very useful. In fact, if you were using it last week, you wouldn't have got suckered into buying the dollar pairs. Even though they were at levels where you otherwise be, oh, this is definitely where you want to get in long. With a fundamental bias, you would have known that the bias was bearish, well, bullish in the dollar, bearish in the dollar pairs, except for the USD CAD, of course, and you would have gone in the other direction once you got confirmation of that trade. Without a fundamental bias, you're literally trying to figure out everything by looking at technicals. And that's trying to look in the mirror and let the mirror decide who you are, right? It's a strange analogy, but it makes sense. What you need to do is get QuantBox, 1 week trial, $7.90, add it to your trading, you'll have a fundamental bias. Once you've got a fundamental bias, all you have to then do is match technicals with that bias, and you are golden. What we use every single day is a market heat map. This is your market heat map. These are your top pairs for the day. These are your bottom pairs of the day. So these pairs are the most bullish. These are the most bearish. We then match these biases, or this market heat map up with biases, which we get over here on the second tab. As you can see, USD currency pairs, Japanese yen currency pairs, cross currency pairs, global stock indices, bonds and commodities. It's amazing. In addition to that, you've also got the score chart summary, which shows you what all of your biases are for the different pairs. As you can see there, your strong buys, your buys, those are all your neutrals. Those are your sells and your strong sells. Okay, what we're going to do today, though, is look at the market heat map and see like what is currently bullish, what's currently bearish in terms of movement, and then match that up with a bias. I'll show you how now. So here's Kiwi yen, right? All the way at the top. Looking at Kiwi yen on the Japanese yen currency pairs, you're either going to have bullish, bearish, or neutral. It's neutral, we leave it alone. That's right. We leave it alone. Why? Because it's matching strong versus strong or weak versus weak. We're not interested in doing that. We're looking for trades we can take right now, at least at London. Let's go through all the yen pairs. As you can see, the yen pairs are currently up. Yesterday, the yen pairs were down. We were speaking about yen pairs saying, let's wait for them to come back to resistance. That's Aussie yen sell. CAD yen is a sell. Euro yen is neutral. Pound yen is neutral. And Kiwi yen is neutral. So Aussie yen and CAD yen. Let's have a look. So here's Aussie yen. Right, as you can see here, currently below profit-taking zone, currently stuck inside a range. We spoke about this yesterday, saying you want to wait for price to pull back to resistance. That was yesterday's London trade. Price is now broken at this resistance. Okay, cool. That's a very big indication of the fact that you want to just take a moment. The fact that price came up, came off this resistance, came down, didn't make a lower low, and has now pushed back up, tells you that this is not as bearish as it was. You got to kind of take a moment, okay? Are you going to buy it? No, because the fundamental bias is bearish, okay? If this started making higher highs and higher lows, then you might identify the fact that technicals have changed before fundamentals, but that hasn't happened yet. But you have broken this resistance, which means that you should definitely stop selling. Even though you got 21 below the 55, your price action is not bearish, okay? Remember, moving averages are lagging. Let's look at the CAD yen quickly. So CAD yen coming through over here, and we got the daily. What's got this range? Let's just sort this range out quickly over here. Okay. Now you can see we're currently moving down inside the range. We still spoke yesterday about this being a much better trade than the Aussie and yen, but we need a price to come back up to resistance. And you see prices come up to this level over here, and price has broken that resistance. It's the same as the Aussie yen, okay? You have to identify the fact that it's no longer bearish price-wise, but you can't buy it because of the fundamentals, okay? Cool. Ultimately sideways, anyway. Right, let's take a look. So we got, that's that over there. We got the Swissies. Let's look at all our Swissies. So Swissies coming across. We got Euro Swissy, sell. Pound Swissy, sell. Aussie Swissy, sell. Kiwi Swissy, neutral. CAD Swissy, neutral. Okay. Everything except for Kiwi Swissy and CAD Swissy. Okay. So Aussie Swissy, there's our daily. Okay, we've broken out. You can see that we're all the way down there. Also, price has broken that resistance. Okay, very much out of position for a sell. We don't want to sell here. Could you buy this? Well, your bias is bearish, and right now you've got sideways movement. Okay, so I'm going to leave that alone. Let's look at CAD FTSE. Also out of the range, all the way down there. CAD FTSE. It's also broken this resistance here. Very much out of position for a sell. Euro FTSE at the profit taking zone, you can't sell there. Maybe count on all the any pair that's at a current profit taking zone, you might get counter trade opportunities. Make sure you verify the higher high, higher low. Ultimately, look at that. That does not look like a price has made a lower low, sell the lower high, price made a higher high, buy the higher low. Looks like price just chilling there, just sitting. Let's range it. There we go. Okay, cool. Notice on these pairs that price has not pulled back to the bottom of these ranges. Okay. If it's a bearish bias, which it is, you could wait for that to happen. If you want to do a counter trend trade, you can look for bullishness over here on lower time frames, the S2. So you're waiting for this to form a higher high, higher low. But right now, not looking amazing. Let's take a look at pound FTSE. Bottom of the range. And you've got price. Do not sell at that 21 EMA. On your daily time frame, you have not made a lower low. You're currently at the bottom of a range. Okay, be very careful. You want to see that. You can see how the daily chart, this candle here, has broken this resistance left-hand side. Okay. You want to be careful of that. And also, like, look how close the profit-taking zone is to you. Not a good place to sell. All right, cool. Let's move on. So those are Swissies. Okay, USD ZAR. Coming through the bias of strong buy. Let's take a look. Okay, we're looking for a up to the range and down. It's a strong buy though. So hold on a second. Let's just redo that. See, strong buy. Price is at the daily 21. Fair enough. But then look at your chart over here. We did speak about the support yesterday. Let's have a look and see. Did you get that trade? We're looking for a higher high, higher low. Okay. See, you got a continuation. I'd like to see price pull back down, make a higher low, close at some kind of support before I buy this. Okay, price breaks up, pulls back down, up you go. So keep an eye on the USD ZAR for that. Let's continue. Aussie, Swissy, we've done those. Okay, cool. Let's look at the bearish pairs. Euro CAD, Euro Aussie. Let's look at Euro CAD, Euro Kiwi. Let's just do all three of them. So we've got Euro CAD, Euro Aussie, neutral, Euro CAD, buy, Euro Kiwi. Hold on a second. Where is it? Euro CAD, Euro Aussie. So Euro CAD's a buy, Euro Aussie's neutral, Euro Kiwi is a sell. Okay. So Euro CAD buy. Nope. Could be a counter trading opportunity here. Wait for a pullback there. Euro Aussie neutral, Euro CAD is a buy. Okay. That's the wrong pair. My apologies, friends. So Euro Kiwi buy, Euro Kiwi sell. Okay. Looking for a lower high. Pull back, lower high. So keep an eye on that. Okay, nothing to do right now. Let's look and see. We've done the Swissies, Euro dollar, done the dollars, Euro Aussie, done the Euro Aussie, Euro pound. Okay, what did the Euro pound? Feels like lots of waiting again, friends. Neutral. Leave it alone. Oh, sorry, I've gone to the wrong place. Let's look at the euro pounds. Neutral. Let's do the pound crosses. So pound Aussie coming to neutral. Pound Kiwi, sell. Let's go pound Kiwi. Okay. You can see they're consolidating, trap that price, wait for breakout. And then pound CAD, neutral. Pound Aussie, neutral. Okay. Hey, nothing's standing out so amazingly. Like there's a few pairs we've mentioned now. Just keep an eye on them. Everything's like data dependent right now. So it's like news happens, markets move, and then everyone's waiting for the next news piece. We're like sort of moving in different directions all over the place. Just be patient. This is a very helpful tool. Use it at the start of every market open, but just make sure that you've got volatility in your charts. Like if it doesn't stand out to you and say this is absolutely trending bullish or bearishly, then just be very careful. If you're scalping, make sure you know when you're getting out. Verify lower time frames. Let's continue keeping an eye on the markets as they evolve over the following days. Be patient, be disciplined, and always remain liquid. Good luck out there. I'll see you tomorrow.